What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I have a new set review, and this is going to be a very special set review. And I really haven't done a set review in a while, but this is going to be very special because I'm going to be showing off two sets, the I Am Groot set and the Venomized Groot set. Now, originally, when the I Am Groot set came out, I was going to do a set review, but I had like really bad, it wasn't really good camera work and stuff like that. I didn't really like how it turned out, so I just decided to delete it, and I was like, I'm going to film it later in the future. And I never did. I never filmed that video. It just became a miscellaneous and never came out and saw the light of day. However, I did build King Groot out of it, and then I saw the new Venomized Groot, and I'm like, I really want to pick up that guy, this figure. But then I couldn't because, well, this Groot was dead. So, of course, I accidentally got a new one, which I'm very happy that I did accidentally get him, because he is very cool. And, of course, if you guys don't remember in the set, he does come with some accessories, which I will show those off. But, yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the set numbers and everything. So, this is set number, the I Am Groot set is set number 76217, recommended ages is 10 plus, and the piece count is 476 pieces, while the Venomized Groot set is 76249, recommended ages is 10 plus, and the piece count is 630 pieces. So, yeah, I'm really excited to be getting into both of these guys. Of course, we're going to be looking at Groot first, and then we'll be looking at the two variations of Venomized Groot, because if you do know this set, you'll be able to turn them all black or half and half is what I like calling it. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started with Groot first. So the I Am Groot set was the first of the Groot sets to come out, and I really like this dude. Now, first off, like I said at the beginning, we're going to be taking a look at the side accessories first. The first off, you get the Infinity Saga I Am Groot, and it says I Am Groot everywhere for the height and everything, which on the box it does show the height. However, everything else would be really nice to know, but it just says I Am Groot, which is kind of cute, but it kind of makes this plaque a little bit useless, so you can put that right there if you like. And the other thing that you get is this really nice record, which is really cool. And this is a really nice build. This uses a couple stickers on it. It uses a sticker right here, 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 and on the back as well, here, 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 here. And it's really cool. The way they built this is really nice as well. I love the use of the tire pieces, which let me see if I can remove this really quickly. They use tire pieces over studs, which is really cool. And I love that they do that, and they kind of offset it. And they put the studs with the hole. It's a stud with a hole so they can put it through the little thing right there. And it looks really nice. And I love the way it comes through these window pieces, as well as this kind of like a little bit of the, they use, I forget what they're called. I think they're highlight bricks or whatever. But they're really cool. At the top it says Awesome Mix Volume 1 and Awesome Mix Volume 2. And it works out really cool if you like. You could spin them around if you like, but I'm just going to keep it like this. Now, since I have two versions of this set, I have two plaques and two of these. I don't know where my second one went, but it's really cool. And it'll be cool because, hey, maybe I can give it to Venomized Groot, which is really cool. But, of course, putting these aside, kind of getting rid of them because they're just little side accessories that you could use. We're going to take a look at the main attraction, which is Groot. So Groot is really cool. Now, there's some things that we'll talk about later that Venomized Groot did do better, and we'll talk about that later. But right now, this is an okay build, not gonna lie. I love the pose that I actually have him in right now. It's very generic, but it's really cool. Now, I guess we'll talk about it a little bit right now. The Venomized Groot is a little bit more stable, and if you don't know what I mean, he doesn't fall over as easily. This uses a lot of ball joints for the articulation. If you want to know, the arms are on a ball joint, so you can move them wherever you like. The also the middle of the arm is there, and the wrist is also on a ball joint as well, and the other arm does the same. The legs go on a ball joint as well down here, as well as kind of right here by the leg, and of course it also goes on a swivel at the waist, and the head is on a ball joint, but it cannot turn all the way around because of this piece back here, which is preventing it to go that far. And that's kind of all the articulation that you got on this dude. He's really cool. There's a ton of stickers on this dude. First off, you get some stickers at the bottom of his feet, which is really cool. You get some stickers at the front of his chest as well, on his arms right here, and on his hands as well. You get little stickers as well. And on the top of his head, you get stickers, which is really cool. You also got a sticker back here as well. And you got 2 shoulder blade stickers as well. And his eyes are actually Captain America's shields, and those are prints. Those are not stickers, and it's really cool. Now, you can get this dude in some really cool poses. I mean, he's very generic, which is kind of the thing with Groot. And you can kind of get him in maybe some poses, but once again, like I said, it's really hard kind of to get this dude into poses. You can get the Venomized Groot in some more unique poses, which we'll kind of compare them later in the video. But you can get him standing on one leg, which is really cool if you want to see that. There you go. But it's really cool. It's really nice. I really do like this. The face is kind of what a lot of people don't like. I think it's okay. It's an okay face. I mean, it does look a bit creepy. But I'll talk about the Venomized Groot a little bit more, but I really kind of don't like that, the face that they did for Venomized Groot, which, yeah, this is much nicer on its own, but when it's half Venom, it kind of looks a bit, like, dumb a bit. So I'll show you guys that more in detail when we get to him. But just the way they did, like, the tree effect is really nice. The way they used, like, these kind of wolf claw pieces, and just all the little kind of layers that they did for his feet, as well as the back, as you can see. But I just love that the way they just captured Groot as he is seen in the movies. Now, I don't like the Mixel joints in gray, but we're probably never going to get them in another color other than black. But we still haven't really gotten any in black. But also, there's these vines that go all over his legs, and some vines that go up on his arms and everything, and it's really cool. And you'll see some leaf pieces here and there. And of course, if we go to the back, this piece right here is probably the worst. Now, the way I hold it, I like putting like my hands at the back of his legs like this, and it legit puts pressure on this. So once in a while, this twig piece back here will fall off, and it's the same as Venomized Groot. They decided to put the same piece there. I don't know if I like it as much, but it's okay, I guess. But yeah, the way they did the wolf claw pieces is really cool. So that's kind of it for Groot. He's very simple, but also really nice and cute, kind of. I really do like the way he looks, and all his accessories, of course, turned out really nice. And of course, that is it for the kind of I Am Groot set. We'll come back to him a little bit later, but now let's take a look at the Venomized Groot set. Okay, so the Venomized Groot set, there's going to be a lot more to talk about him because there's just a lot more stuff that you can do with this dude more than Groot. He has a much different build. He's kind of much cooler in my opinion. I mean, if we just bring in Groot here again, he's just much more kind of cooler. But I don't like this version of Groot. And you guys are really lucky that this is like my 4th time retrying to film this video. Because originally, when I built this dude, I built him like this. And then I looked at it and I was like, this is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. And I know Venom's supposed to be ugly, but this just looks even worse. And of course, I went back and I built the all black version, which is another version that I will show you. And as soon as I show you that, that'll be the rest of the time that you see of that figure, which, yeah. But, of course, I don't like the half and half that much. It doesn't look as cool. The all-black version is just more selling. I'll show you later. But, yeah, once again, like I said, you guys are really lucky that this is like my 3rd time retrying this video because I wouldn't have shown you that at all. But, of course, this is mostly, this figure right here has all the detail. The all black version is just literally all black with just like a couple prints here and there. But of course, if we get started with him with the articulation again, he has different articulation now, as if when Baby Groot had the hip joint right here as it was a ball joint. This is actually a hinge, kind of a hinge kind of. So yes, you're able to get him in much more easier poses very quickly. Like with Groot, it took me a while to get him on one foot. This dude, it takes me like less than 2 seconds, which is really nice. He also has stronger ball joints down here, as well as his hip joint is also a ratchet kind of joint, and that is much more sturdy. But his arms remain the same, they're just ball joint pieces, and his head as well is kind of a ball joint. It's much more smoother though. Like with this, this is a much more smoother build than Groot. I like Groot, it's just there's a lot of things that are kind of like, if you see this, his head is like really hard, and his legs are like very, very not sturdy. They're not sturdy at all. So having this dude, let me just lay Groot down. Having this dude, it's much more sturdy. Now, there's a lot of stickers on this dude. Now, if you made the all-black version, you wouldn't need all of these stickers. It'd just be all black. We'll take a look at the piranha plants a little bit later. But with the stickers, you have 2 stickers up here for his face. You also have a cheek sticker right there. If we go to his back, you also have a sticker right there. And there on the back of his back, you can kind of barely see it, but it's right there. You got another sticker. You have mostly all the stickers at the front. You have a sticker right there for his tree bark, as well as right here, here, and here, and here as well. I think those are all the stickers actually. Is that it? And that will happen also too. The piranha plants will fall off. Just with my version of this dude, which they're very easy to connect. They're basically just on studs, which is okay. It uses a weird connection piece. Like I never thought I would ever use a connection piece like this, but I mean, the more you know, I guess. But yeah, let me just put this dude's piranha plant back on. Yeah, of course, getting it back on there, it's really nice to get back on. But talking about the piranha plants, this uses a brand new piece that I've never seen before. It's right here. It's the use of this. I guess I'll just rip it off, but it's kind of this weird connection piece. I guess you can barely kind of see it, but it's like this weird kind of connection piece. I'll show you in the instructions for this, but it's just a really nice new piece that I've never seen before. I mean, maybe, I mean, I don't collect every single Lego set, so maybe it appeared in like a Harry Potter set or like a Lego City, probably Lego City. But also the builds for these mouths are also really cool and terrifying. It looks awesome. And also the way that they also did this symbiote goop kind of coming out of his head, and just everything that they do with this is great. It's just I don't like how they executed this symbiote on the face. Now there are pictures of Venomized Groot, like actual Groot Venomized, which is really cool, but there's just like this doesn't look good. I like what they did with the goopiness, like this is kind of transferring over here and stuff like that, but there's just a pure black piece right here, and there's just a plain old piece over here. If this was maybe painted or like maybe printed, where there's kind of like the symbiote is coming over here, it would look much nicer, but I just don't like how this looks. Baby Groot looks good on his own. Like on his own, he looks great, okay? He looks okay. It's not amazing, but he looks good. With the Venomized, it doesn't look as good. Now when I show you in like a minute or two, the all black version, you'll understand what I mean. Of course, if we go down to his feet, I do love these claws, I just got to point that out. The way they build this is much more different, but much more kind of the same. And the eye piece as well is much cooler. But yeah, that is kind of it for the half and half Groot. And now I'm basically going to take 20 minutes off. I'm not going to film it or anything, but I'll show you guys what he looks like as the all kind of Venomized version. And for the rest of the video, that will be it. So that is it for the half and half Groot. And now I'm going to show you the all black suit. So here is the all black version now. This thing looks awesome. And some things that I'm going to point out right now that probably weren't on the review before. This little red piece was on here. I completely knocked it off. It's such a very flimsy piece that I can just knock off because it's just on one little pull connection. But that's included. Okay, that's included. It's what it looks like. It's pretty cool. And I really love this dude, okay? It's just, the I Am Groot set, if we bring him in real quick, the I Am Groot set was great, right? And the one thing that everybody didn't like was the eyes and the mouth. And when you look at this thing and you look at what they could accomplish by just doing not Baby Groot and like a Venom Groot, this thing looks awesome. I would get every Venom character if they made them in just like this, but not the Venomized like Doc Ock and Green Goblin next year. That's stupid. But it's just, I love this thing, okay? This thing is awesome. It's so cool because Baby Groot is like he's Baby Groot, but imagine when you get Venom on him, he's just, or symbiote, he's just gonna look awesome. Now, the other thing that I kind of added, the instructions don't tell you to do, but it makes kind of looks cooler, is this little piece right here. Now, the book, it tells you to just put a normal, if I could find one real quick, a little tan piece, yeah. It just tells you to put like a normal tan piece on here. But I'm like, you're wasting all of these stickers on all this stuff, right? And you're not going to use it on it. I'm like, how about you make it look like the symbiote's kind of going up to the top, you know? And it just looks nicer. It just looks cooler. I really like that little detail that I added. It's so simple. You guys could add it in your own collection if you guys pick up this dude. I also love the white patches. I never said that on the original. And just this whole figure just looks awesome. And the tongue can move and everything. It's just... oh man, and the little piranha plants just look even cooler now. And it's just, this is so cool, and I really love this and the Groot version. I mean, both of them are perfect, but I really like the Venomized Groot a little bit more. Just a little bit, just because it's cooler, man. It's so much cooler. But that is it for today's set reviews. Of course, we're going to take a look at the instructions for both of them and the boxes for both of them. So yeah, and then I'm going to give my final thoughts. The instructions are very cool for Groot. It's just on this, it basically shows you on the first page, you build the record and the stand and part of the body. Everything else you build the arms and the legs, and then the bottom you build the rest of the head, which, oh, the head process, oh boy, that head, oh man, it's hard. I didn't really like building the head that much. I mean, it turns out great in the long run, but it's really cool. There are the other Infinity Saga sets that came out around this time. I did a set review on this originally when it came out. The I Am Groot set I'm doing a set review on right now, and the Iron Man little build is just bad, so there's that. You can win a free Lego set if you give feedback. You can enter a raffle for that. Here is the Venomized Groot set. Of course, you go into here, and like I said before, you go onto Lego Life or whatever to build, or Lego.com to actually build the black version, but for the whole bag and the whole instruction manual, you build the half and half version, which is just a bad marketing thing in my opinion. Of course, it advertises the other Groot set, which we're reviewing right now at the same time. All the pieces, and you can win a free Lego set with feedback. You know, enter a raffle. Those are the instructions, and yeah, that's it. Let's look at the boxes now. The box for the I Am Groot set is pretty cool. Let's take a look at it real quick. Of course, it shows Baby Groot dancing on the front. It shows like the little record at the bottom. You can actually recreate this pose. I've done it before. It's pretty cool. There's a Groot on the back dancing as well. It shows how tall he is, which if you want to know that, there you go. He's like 26 centimeters and 10.2 inches, which is really cool, like I said in the review. And then, of course, down here, it's the Infinity Saga. There's that. Let's get that out of here. The Venomized Groot one is pretty cool. Let's take a look at that real quick. The Venomized Groot is really cool. It just shows the half and half version on the front. Everything, all the information, stuff like that, yada, yada, yada. And, of course, you got the Groot at the bottom right there. On the back, shows the full version. It says that you can mix and match both of them, and it actually does show how wide he is and how tall he is. So he's 27 centimeters, 11 inches, and he's 28 centimeters and 8 inches across, which is pretty cool. And of course, it also shows both versions, which you can accomplish in this set. So yeah, those are the boxes. So that is it for the I Am Groot and the Venomized Groot set. I love both of these. Just kind of putting them side by side again. I love them. They're awesome. They're really cool. I don't want them to come out with any other ones. Like if they come out with like a Rainbow Groot next or something, I really would not like that much. But I really love the Venomized Groot a lot. And the Groot, there were some issues, but they fixed it with the Venomized Groot. And I was thinking about doing the same fixes to this dude. But I kind of want these dudes on display, you know. I like them. They're cool, but I'm not going to do like how to build a better Venomized Groot and stuff like that. Just because they're more of a shelf display and they're really cool in their own way. And I love both of them. They're super cool. And this one is much cooler and they look great together. I did amazing poses with them before even filming this. Kind of my canceled videos, I kind of did a couple funny poses like him mocking him and stuff like that. It's really funny. And of course, you can just do so much with both of these guys. They're really cool. I know I haven't really shown the record or anything in here and the stand, but it's just, they're there. We're basically mostly focused on these two guys, which, yeah, they're really cool. Anyway, of course, that is it for today's set review. I know I haven't done a set review in a while, and since my desk is clean, I was thinking about doing a live stream for the Avengers Tower, but I thought about it a little bit more, and I'm probably not going to do it. It's just, it's such a big set, and I kind of want to experience it on my own, you know, and it's just, I don't really know if I should ever really do a live stream again. It's just, I don't know, they're kind of dry, if I'm being honest. They're not really, I don't want to be mean or anything, but they're kind of dry, so I'll do maybe live streams in the future, maybe more, but I really like just experiencing it on my own, because the Avengers Tower is such a crazy set, and that's the next set I'm probably going to be building for the next couple days, since there's 30 bags, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but anyway, I wanted to get these two out of the way just because they're really cool. I'm probably going to put them on display after this video. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.